Hello everyone. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss knowledge representation techniques, in which we are going to discuss semantic nets, frames, conceptual dependency, scripts. These are the methods of representation of the world. What is objective of today's lecture? Apply the knowledge-based reasoning to solve the problems. So first of all, what is the knowledge representation? So knowledge representation is a medium for humor expression. An intelligent system must have knowledge representation that can be interpreted by humans. We need to be able to encode the information in the knowledge base without significant effort. And we need to be able to understand what the system knows and how it draws its conclusion. So these are the benefits of knowledge representation. Basically, the knowledge representation that can be expressed using the different logic methods. The prepositional logic and the predicate logic are the methods to represent the knowledge. But apart from it, there are also some the pictorial methods for the knowledge representation, in which semantic net is there, that is also called as the network representation. Frames is there, that comes under the structure representation. Then issues in knowledge representation, hierarchies, inheritance, exceptions, etc. So that will be discussed in the coming slides, and the advantages and the disadvantages of each. So first of all, semantic net. So actually it is the first introduced by Quillian Beck in the late 60s. The reference is given. Then how we can define the semantic network? So it is a simple representation scheme which uses a graph of label nodes and label directed arcs to encode the knowledge. So nodes that may be objects, concepts and events, and arcs that represent the relationship between that nodes. Graphical depiction associated with semantic networks is a big reason for their popularity. Yes, you can see this diagram in which arc define binary relation that which holds between objects denoted by the nodes. So in this example, the knowledge is represented like this: mother in bracket John comma Sue. So John's mother is Sue. John's age is 5, right? So wife of Sue comma Max, and Max age is 34, right? So how this knowledge can be represented using nodes and arcs? So you can see. So John's age is 5, then John's mother is Sue, John's father is Max, and you know that Max wife is Sue. So relationship between Max and the Sue, it is inherited, right? Then Max age is 34. So again Max is a husband of Sue, and Sue's age is 34. So from this knowledge, so new knowledge is derived. Non-binary relations. We can represent the generic give event as a relation involving three things: a giver, a recipient, and object. So Mary give a book to John. So Mary give a book to John, and second sentence is that John give a book to Mary. So based on this sentence, yes, you can see who is a giver and who is a recipient. So in the one sentence, John give a book to Mary, in which John is a giver and Mary is a recipient, and book is an object. Inheritance. So here in which we see the concept of the inheritance. The inheritance is one of the main kind of reasoning done in semantic nets. The easy relationships is often used to link a class and its superclass. Some links, for example, has a part are inherited along is a path. So the semantic net of a semantic net can, the semantics of semantic net can be relatively informal or very formal. So in this diagram, yes, you can see Rusty is a robin. You know that robin. Red is a robin. Then robin is a bird. Then bird has a part wings, and bird is a animal. So multiple inheritance is also there. So we'll not discuss in detail multiple inheritance. So the example is given here, in which you can see a node can have any number of superclasses that contain it, enabling a node to inherit properties from multiple parent nodes. So and their ancestors in the network. So it can cause conflicting inheritance. What are the advantages of semantic nets? Easy to utilize. Formal definitions of semantic networks have been developed. Then related knowledge is easily clustered, efficient in space requirements, objects represented only once, and relationships handled by pointers. What are the disadvantages of semantic net? Inheritance, particularly from multiple sources, and when execution inheritance are wanted, can cause problems. Facts that place inappropriately cause the problems, and no standards about nodes and args values. So, in this slide, yes, we are going to discuss the conceptual graphs. So conceptual graphs are semantic nets representing the meaning of a simple sentence in a natural language. Suppose there is a sentence, John go to New York. So two types of the nodes, concept node. There are two types of concepts, individual concepts and the generic concepts. So relation nodes, that is binary relation between concepts. So John go to New York. So if John is going to New York by bus, then who, how and where. So from this sentence, yes, who is going to New York, how he is going to New York, and where he is going to New York. Frames. In the frames, semantic net with the properties. It is represented as an entity as a set of slots, attributes, and associated values. A frame can represent a specific entry or a goal concept. So frames are implicitly associated with one another because the value of a slot can be another frame. So you can see three components of a frame is here. Frame name, attributes, it is also called as the slots, and values. So the fillers, list of values, range and string, etc. For example, book frame is there, slot is filler, title is AI, a modern approach, author is Russell and Norvig, and year is 2003. So for the book, what are the parameters, what are the properties? So title, author and year. What are the features of frame representation? It is more natural support of values than semantic nets. It can easily implemented using OOP concept, that is object oriented programming, and inheritance is easily controlled. So yes, you can see this inheritance concept in this. It is similar to object oriented programming paradigm. For example, hotel room is here, the frame, then what, where, so that contains hotel chair, hotel phone, hotel bed, right? If consider hotel bed, then whether it is king size, then mattress is a part of that king size bed, right? If hotel chair, then what chair, then height it's, then legs, like that. So this is what the concept is inherited. Then hotel phone, so hotel phone, what phone, billing, guest, etc. Again it is inherited, the concept that is a mattress is inherited, that is what is the price of mattress. So you can extend the inheritance concept in this frame. What are the benefits of the frame? It makes programming easier by grouping related knowledge, easily understood by non-developers, expressive powers, easy to set up slots for new properties and relations, and easy to include default information and detect missing values. Drawbacks is also there. No standard, that is slot filler values, and more of general methodology than a specific representation, and no associated reasoning inference mechanism. The next part is that conceptual dependency. So this is another method to represent the knowledge. So there are some The primitives we can say that A trans, P trans, propel, move, grasp, ingest, then expel, M trans, embed, conk, the speak, attend. So for example, A trans is transfer a relationship, that is give. John give a book to Mary. P trans transfer physical location of an object. John is running, like that. Propel apply physical force to an object. So John kick a ball. So many examples is we can consider. Then ingest an object by an animal. So John eat a mango, like this. So these are the actually the representation. We can say that the conceptual dependency syntax rules, how it can be represented. So PPX, John runs. So PP and acts, actor indicate that an actor acts. Then PP implications indicate that an object has a certain attributes. These are the rules. Yes, you can go through these different rules. So basically conceptual dependency is a Chom's theory, and it offers set of 4 equal and independent primitive conceptualization, and it from primitive the word of meaning is built. So basically 4 primitives: acts, actions, PP is object, that is called as the picture producers, A's, that is modifiers of actions, and PA's, that is modifier of objects, that is picture headers. So here are some examples are considered and how that examples are represented using the conceptual dependency. So you can see simple John ran, so PP act is there, and John P trans because physical location change, right? So John P trans. So these are the some examples. One example again we will consider here: John ate ice cream. So here John ate ice cream. So you can see here, so with the help of spoon, so John, what John is doing, so with the help of spoon eating ice cream, that is ingest ice cream, and John. So yes, this is the example you can consider. John ingest egg. So John inside ingest egg, how? Through mouth. So mouth. So John, yes, through mouth ingest the egg inside, and this is what actually ingest or eat egg. So the single arrow, yes, that represent direction of dependency, and the double arrow, that is what two-sided arrow, it indicates the agent verb relationships. P represent past tense. Ingest, that is represent the primitive act of theory. O represent object relations, and D represent the direction of the object in the action. So another example is here. So you can see in this example, that is what John prevented Mary from giving a book to Bill. So Mary is giving a book. So Mary is giving a book to Bill. So Mary is giver, Bill is a receiver. What? The book is there, A trans. Okay, and yes, you can see is denying, slash represent the negative, denying, and John is doing, that is do. Okay, so John prevented, John is denying, that is Mary, denying to Mary from giving a book to Bill. And last one is that script. So it is again designed by Chomsky in 1974. It is a structured representation describing a stereotype sequence of events in a particular context, a means of organizing conceptual dependency structures, and it is used in natural language understanding for knowledge base. So entry condition, results, props, roles, since these are the basic components of the script. Entry condition, initial requirements are there, what initially present, so description about the environment. Then results, what will be the final results, then props, the things that support the content of the scripts, then roles, who is going to perform the actions. So roles are actions that the individual participants that performs, and scene, so are sequence of what represents a temporal aspect of the script. So this is what the restaurant script is given in this diagram. Yes, you can see at the left side. So all the scripts name, then tracks, then prop, then uh, everything is described here. Then you can see scene number 1, scene number 2, the scenes which are executed in sequence. You can see scene first is there, then with the help of the conceptual dependency, the you can represent that scene 1, then scene 2, scene 3, scene 4. So in this way, overall script that can be written. So finally, results which are given here: S has less money, O has more money, then S is not hungry, and S is pleased. So initially S is hungry, and that's why S is searching a restaurant and get a food, and once get a food, then S is now not hungry now. Okay, so initially S has more money, and that's why get a food and give money to a restaurant, and that's why S has a less money. So this is what the initial condition, entry condition. S is hungry and S has money, and result is that S is not hungry now, and S has less money. So thank you. So these are the actually the different methods of the knowledge representation that we have discussed. Thank you.